Hello and welcome to Crimes of the Heart Tarot. I'm Miss Vicki, and I'm going to use the tarot to see if we can gain more insight into unsolved mysteries, deaths, and disappearances. Let's get started. Welcome, and thank you for subscribing, my new subscribers and the ones that have been with me for a while. I really appreciate you. And if you're a new viewer, please consider subscribing. Today I want to do a reading about Lisa Marie Presley. I want to ask the cards if the Church of Scientology, and I'm not sure I can say their whole name, forced Lisa Marie to divorce Michael Jackson. It was around the time of all the allegations against Michael of things against children or young people, I want to say. And it was really terrible publicity. They had only been married a short time when all of this started to happen. I think she was only married to Michael for, I think, a little over 2 years. I want to ask the cards what was going on there. Let's see what we can get. I'm just curious. All right. She was fairly young when she married him. She had been married one time before. And looking back, it was, the marriage ended, she said, basically because she basically was paying for everything, and that's kind of what she intimated. So I think she was tired of being the famous celebrity with all the money. And she did have money. She had a money manager that she said basically had been taking advantage of her all those years. So she married Michael Jackson. She'd known him for a long time. They had been childhood friends. She thought they had a lot in common. And I think, I did a previous reading about her marriages. I think Michael to her was a safe haven. He had a lot of money. He was very, very wealthy when they were married. And his estate is still making money. He was a very talented man. And I think she felt like it was time for her to be married to somebody that was more wealthy and more famous than she was. And I think she really cared about him. So I want to lay a few cards out. I just want to see if the Church of Scientology was involved, because when all those allegations came out, she was still going, or was still, I don't know if you call it being a member or what, of the church. She had started when she was younger and had some drug problems. Her mother, I guess, Priscilla Presley, who was a member of Scientology, had hooked her up, so to speak, with the church for counseling for drug abuse and things like that. Substance abuse, I guess I should say. Well, let's just lay a few cards and see. She was very young. She was really very naive. She had been protected most of her life. And I think her father dying so young really affected her. I mean, it would affect anybody. She was there when Elvis actually passed away. She saw him dead. That's a really terrible thing. And then she had problems. I mean, a lot of problems with substance abuse and just being her own person. She needed guidance. And I don't mean to put Priscilla down, but I don't think she got a lot of guidance when she was younger. Priscilla was going through her own problems. So I just want to turn a few cards over, see what we get. All right, let's see what the basis of this. The marriage to Michael Jackson, her marriage to Michael Jackson. All right, we're getting, as the basis of this, we're getting the King of Swords. The King of Swords is really powerful. Swords are thoughts, ideas, chess playing. I don't know that this would be Michael. I get a feeling this is more like the church. The church. They've had a lot of bad press lately. Several of their members are on trial. One, I guess I don't want to name names because I don't want to have any problems with them. Apparently they're pretty vindictive. But the church leaders being sued they're trying to serve him and he's hiding out, from what I've been reading. I think this is the leader of the Church of Scientology. And at the time, this was like a gift, a new idea. I think she really wanted to start over. I think she had a lot of love for Michael, respect. Who wouldn't? He was a very, very talented man. She wanted a new start, but she was tied to that church. Let's see what we have up here. Kind of what the past is for her. Wow, we've got the death card. Death is usually, it can mean starting over. I'm not sure that it could be her father's death. I don't know about that. I'm not positive. She was very, very stressed out. I feel like she was very lost. That's how I feel about Lisa. All right, then we have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is charity. It's about being fair. It's about money, balancing money, but it's also about charity, giving to one and not to another. In reverse, this is way out of balance. I think this is talking about the church again. There was a lot of money involved, and she paid to be a member of the church. I'm getting the church really strongly. Let's see what the past is here. This is the Lovers in reverse. I think she really wanted to belong to someone, with someone, be married to someone she loved. I think she saw Michael as, I don't want to say an equal, I think she saw him as equal but superior to her in his wealth and celebrity and all that, which he was. It's in reverse though. I get from this card, I feel like she wanted to marry him, but and they did get married, but it was kind of an off-balance thing. I'm not so sure Michael looked at her as a partner. It was more somebody he had really strong positive feelings for. That's what I'm getting from that card. And then we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So there was a lot of money problems. Pentacles is holding on to what you have. This isn't Michael. She was not very good with money. She had someone that managed her money. I'm not going to name names. She later sued him. They sued his estate for mishandling, bad investments. But she also was not good at managing her finances. She was young, she was naive, she was too trusting, and her money was just disappearing. With Michael, I think she felt safe, like it wasn't all about money. All right, let's see what this card. This is above. All right, we have the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Swords. I think she looked at Michael as a knight in shining armor in some ways, that he would protect her. She wouldn't have to worry about her money. She didn't marry him for her money. But she was just tired, I think, of the responsibility that she wasn't qualified to take care of. You know, she just didn't know how to deal with things. In reverse, it's lies, being taken advantage of. She was taken advantage of a lot. And there's the Tower. The Tower in reverse. This is one of the overriding things in her life. Was a tower is something that happens unexpected, a really terrible situation that happens to you, a disaster. I think her father's death greatly affected her. Even though she was very young, she knew he died. She saw what happened, all the people around him. She saw his body. And also, I think it put her on a path of substance abuse when she got older. She was trying to recover, She tried to recover from that, but she didn't really know how to do that. Marrying Michael was something she felt was safe. I think she felt that he would be there for her. And then we have the son. That's how she felt about him. She felt that he was a very, very good person, that he wouldn't take advantage of her, and I think she was tired of that. She'd been taken advantage by so many people. She just was really, really a sad person at that time. Michael was the son. He was also childlike. He was safe. He was positive and good in her eyes, and she felt he would take care of her. The church, we have the Five of Pentacles. There's a stained glass window. The Five of Pentacles is someone who feels like they're out in the cold. They've been rejected. They're not part of society. She felt that really strongly. In reverse, this is someone who's trying to come back. I think the church preyed on her. That's what I'm getting. This is kind of a church upside down. A lot of money. They took advantage of her. Everyone took advantage of her money and being so naive. They took advantage of her all of her life. And she did some really naive things, I'm going to say. I don't want to say stupid. I don't think she knew how to do basic things. I don't think no one ever showed her how to take care of herself, how to control her money and her charities and everything. And then above the Ace of Cups, we've got the Nine of Wands. All right, this is someone escaping, feeling like they've been in prison. I don't really know what her first marriage was like. She was just trying to escape from everything. She felt like she was a prisoner. And I think part of it was the church didn't set well with her either. She was really just floundering around. Okay, the future for her was the star. She really, truly wanted peace, quiet, love. And I believe that they did influence her to divorce him when that scandal happened. She just wanted peace and love. She just wanted to belong. It's really kind of sad. She looked at Michael as a son, but the church didn't want the publicity. And here we have the master manipulator, the head of the church. No emotions. It wasn't done with love. It's a chess game to them. I don't want to say his name. It was just a chess game. Bad publicity. We don't want that. And it was more than that. I also feel like they wanted to control her. They wanted her money. They wanted her money. And I think maybe Michael had said something to her about, maybe you shouldn't be. He was not a member of the Church of the Church of Scientology, I'll have to say. Maybe he encouraged her to get out. I'm kind of getting that vibe too from these cards. They wanted her in. They wanted her money. I think Michael might have even said something about that, and she resisted because they had been a security blanket for her. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting that she was a lost little girl. That's how I feel about her. She hadn't been educated on what to do, how to live, how to value herself. The church, I believe, takes advantage of a lot of people that way. But it's about money. When she had a lot of money when she first joined, she squandered a lot. A lot was bad investments. But they got their money. And she later, there was even, I read an article that said she was going to do an expose of the church. But she, of course, didn't get the chance. She started back on the opiates. She was very, very insecure. When I say insecure, it was insecure about everything. It's really sad, but I think they did influence her, and I think Michael might have been trying to get her to not be a part of the church. The Five of Coins in reverse is getting back, and there's crabs all over and a church full of kind of negative things. I think he was trying to get her to get out of it. And that's about all I'm getting. It's really sad. She was so sad. She did divorce him. Some people say he went onto drugs more than he had been. I don't want to blame her for that. Everyone has choices, but I think the Church of Scientology was very, very involved in her divorce, her insecurities, taking her money. Anyway, I'm going to close the circle. I'd like to know what you think. Leave kind comments. Give me some ideas about what you want me to do. Watch Afterlife Adventures with Amanda, and we'll see you next time. Bye.